What's up, everybody? Welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 98. For real this time, welcome to the NFL Top 10 Power Rankings on the Birds of Broad Street. I'm your boy, Mizzy Miz Kukak, you representing the Birds. Trust me, Bird Game 31 will be here. Trigger Trey will be here. Moan will be here. The crew will be here. But we still got my guy, Smitty Eagle. What up, Smitty?
Muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
You're muted.
Oh, wow, I'm muted. You know I got that one on today, baby.
Damn right. Jalen freaking Hurts. Yep, and we got my co-host on Cool Cat Mitch the podcast, MK Mitch Kowalski.
About time you have me on here.
Yep, of course. With everybody being busy, King DV is with the family, so we needed someone to help me out with this show. So, salute to you.
Yep, I got you.
Yep. So today we're going to kind of bring you guys on, and we're going to have our top 10 teams in the NFL. So with that being said, let's do what we should have done on Monday and reveal our top 10 teams in the NFL. Smitty, you go first. Who is it?
Top 10. You want me to give you my 10?
Yeah.
All right. I think I just did this last night too. So one, I got us. I got the Eagles 1.
Mm-hmm.
I got Patrick Mahomes 2. With the Chiefs 2. I got Cincinnati 3. Buffalo 4. I got who I got 5? I think I got Jets 5, Dolphins 6, 7 I have. Shit, hold on, let me look at these notes. I know 10 I got. Hold on. I think 7 I got Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. 8 I got the Dolphins. 9 I got Jacksonville. And 10 I have 10. Who did I have 10?
While you're thinking about that, let me
Seattle.
Yep. My sister is back on Broad Street. Congratulations to Sis on your achievement. What up, Sis?
Yep.
Hey, y'all. I think my video frozen.
Well, we still see you and you still look good. So go ahead, Mitch. Your top 10.
Oh, I thought you could give yours and I'll give mine.
Hold on. Oh, Miss Burgang. All right, my top 10, I already wrote it down. So for those who don't know, I got the Chiefs number 1. I got the Birds with Jalen freaking number 2. The Bengals 3. 4. The Bills number 5. The Dolphins 6. The Cowboys 7. Chargers 8. Jaguars 9. And the Seahawks 10. That's my list. So go ahead, Mitch.
Who was 4 again for you? You kind of were making
Niners.
You had the Niners there?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yep.
Me and you got pretty much the same exact list. The only thing different is that I have the Cincinnati 2 and Eagles 3. So I would pretty much like something as you, just flip-flop.
Right. Mo, you wanted to talk about it, so go ahead, sis.
Oh, I don't have my list written down, but y'all already know I got the Eagles one.
Thank you, please,
Um,
thank you, because I was finna really get upset that everybody got the Chiefs one. What in the world? They're not better than us.
do y'all hear something in the background?
There's an
Yeah.
echo. Cool Cat's on a bus.
Oh, I'm on the train. My bad.
Train, yeah.
Y'all don't hear an echo?
Still hear the echo. Do it again.
Hello? Okay.
Oh, it's gone now. Yeah.
I got the
I
Eagles
think it's me.
1, Chiefs 2, Bengals, Niners, and the Bills top 5. I'll put the Jets around 6. I'll put 7. Might have to go with maybe the Seattle Seahawks at 7. 8. I'm not sure where I want to put the little boys at. Not too high up there. Not too high up there because they got Mr. Throw the Game Away on the center. So I'm not sure I want to put them that high up. I might put the Jaguars at 8. Little boys at 9. I'm not sure about 10. I just know really the top 5.
Let's see. Marcus said, if y'all can hear me, Marcus said the Jets are way too high.
Me and Moan, I think both got them at 5 and 6. I think.
Yeah, I got them at 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got them at 6 too because I went off my head and I totally didn't put the Niners in there at 5.
Yeah, the
So,
Niners up higher.
yeah. So Speedy, you said you and King DB did something on Inside the Nest that we can talk about as well. Your all-time Eagle. So go ahead and talk about it.
Oh man. Yeah, I went with a few of the greats, man. I know a few people probably be mad at my wide receiver selection. I went with Randall Cunningham. I went with Brian Westbrook. Tight ends. I went with Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert and Brent Selleck. We had 3 tight ends. Wide receivers. I went with Jeremy Maclin, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Djax. Offensive line. I kind of went without saying offensive line. I added in Brandon Brooks. I added in Jason Peters. What I went with. Defensive line. Y'all know I went with the greatest defensive line. I went Jerome Brown, Reggie White, Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham, and Fletch as the flex man. 3 linebackers. I went with Jeremiah Trotter. I went with Jeremiah Trotter. Oh, I added Trent Cole as a linebacker. Is that because he was an edge rusher, so I put him at linebacker too. And then I went with Seth Joyner. Asante Samuel at corner, Darius Slay at the other corner, Vontae Maddox at slot. Then I went Malcolm Jenkins and Weapon X at safety.
There you go. Mitch, go ahead and react to it.
I mean, you kind of had to have Weapon X. I mean, come on there.
You can only have those 2 safeties. If you got any of those other 2, I don't know any other safeties that stand up to what they got going on.
It's not. I mean, did King DV get Malcolm Jenkins then?
No, we just built the team together. So
it was. Oh, okay, my bad. I thought it was like separate.
Yeah.
I would have Malcolm Jenkins on there then.
No, I got Malcolm Jenkins and I got
Yeah.
Weapon X. Both.
Okay. So yeah, it's typical. I think we did this on my show once. I forget who I had. It was like a couple of weeks ago. Appreciate that. Appreciate the links. Thank you. Yeah. There's an
Yep.
echo.
Again?
Small echo though. It's a small echo.
Yeah.
It ain't bad.
Yeah.
Mo, you got something to add with what Smitty did?
No, I like it. I like Malcolm Jenkins, Weapon X, Jerome.
Marcus, I didn't go with T.O. because I got AJ. I don't want the 2 same receivers.
Yeah. So let's go ahead while we're waiting for Burger King because I know he's gonna pop up. We had last Monday. Well, last Monday we had some stuff. We talked about it. So first things first. I'm gonna let y'all react to this.
I want to give my whole prediction on what happened because I'm gonna replay this show. I want to hear y'all prediction too. We're doing it. Go ahead, boss. To give you my whole, because see, I looked at Aaron Rodgers, and based on the 16 game schedule back in the day, Aaron Rodgers was hardly ever a 5,000 yard quarterback. He threw a lot of touchdowns. So did Russell Wilson under Brian Schottenheimer. So what I'm predicting is Dak is going to be around at the most 10 interceptions, but he going to throw about 38 touchdowns. He go get right around 4,700, 800, something right there and there. He go take us on some good runs, And when we get to the playoffs, we're going to be healthy. And we go finally get past the divisional round. I'm certain on that. We're going to make the Super Bowl this year. This going to be the year we're going to make the Super Bowl. It's going to be whether
clip that, please. Clip that. Please clip this. Clip
I will. But go ahead, Smitty. You first. Your prediction. We will slap y'all on the way to it.
I am clipping it.
Go ahead.
Put it in the inbox, too, in the DM.
Hold on. I will. I got you.
That was Boss Cowboy. So, Moan, I know you watched. I know he was with some bullshit. So go ahead and talk about it, sis.
I don't know why y'all keep letting that clown show come up on here.
That's cool cat.
You already know what he gonna say.
Typical cool cat. He lets anyone on here.
Except you mentioned till now.
I know, right?
All right, let me explain myself. The only reason he wanted to come on because of some stupid comment that Colin Cowherd said. And for those of y'all who don't know what he said, this is what he said.
Now we have to tell you a team that we think is really good, but there's some blinking red lights. So remember Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, second year starting last year, runs more per game than any quarterback since Lamar Jackson got hurt. Little wide receiver drama, A.J. Brown. Leading rushers gone. Offensive line is really, really old. And the other thing is Nick Sirianni gave up play calling, and then they got really good. They lost both coordinators, including the play caller, Shane Steichen, who's now coach for the Colts. I know, Eagle fan, you know you're getting back to the Super Bowl. But there's a lot of blinking lights here. Go look at the Chargers. Old offensive line fell apart. The Rams, old or underperforming offensive line fell apart. Stafford had been hurt. Garoppolo had been hurt. Lamar had been hurt. Russell was aging, moves around. Bad Seahawk offensive line. Now, we think Philadelphia is the best team in the NFC. I do. Second best roster to San Francisco. But this team got really good when Nick Sirianni said, I'm giving up the play calling. Shane Steichen is who Justin Herbert had a great rookie year with, and who Jalen Hurts went from, is he any good, to a possible MVP. Coaching matters. He's gone. So's the defensive coordinator. Oh, the schedule, by the way. 10 teams that made the playoffs. So I think Philadelphia is really good, but there's some blinking lights. Old O-line. Lose your OC. Jalen Hurts moves. Schedule's brutal. No breaks in the middle. Lost your best leading rusher. J-Mac. I'm not saying they're not great, but there's been at least one team that has been stupendous. Niners got to the Super Bowl, fell apart. Rams won the Super Bowl, fell apart. The Cam team, on fire, fell apart. It's something.
That's why Boss Cowboy came on, because the reaction like that. So, Moan, you got anything to react to, Colin?
They act like we the first team. Every offseason, teams lose players, teams lose coaches. They act like we the first team in sports history to have some change in the roster, have some change in the coaching staff. I don't be giving stuff like that the top of day or attention because that's all they want. They want some attention because we got the biggest fan base. They want attention from the Eagles fans. They need us to tune in. They want us to react. So they just be saying stuff like that.
Exactly. Mitch, I know we have to. Huh?
I said the Chiefs lost people too this year. Anybody? They still got them number one. They're trying to say that they're still the best team in the league, and they lost players too. So, like Simone said, it is what it is. The Eagles are the best team in the league. We got the best quarterback in the league. We got the best everything in the league. So, until that changes, they can shut up.
Yeah, Mitch.
It's never gonna end. That's the thing. We should be used to this by now. I mean, come on, it's common sense here. Whoever comes close to winning the Super Bowl is gonna get the most talk about. They want the clicks. I mean, hey, it's working. It's working, right? Exactly what they wanted. Common sense here.
Yep. And Smitty?
I was still alive to hear that bullshit. And that was, I mean, I don't even understand why people want to change what's already working, man. They just need to let stuff be. Stop using the Eagles to get people to watch your content, man. People ain't even tuning in to watch ESPN for football right now. You using the Eagles to try to get people to tune in. That's just weird, man. Everybody get hurt. Everybody lose pieces. It's about the road to putting it back together and how you stand with that, man. You can't just say, oh, this person got hurt, that person got hurt. There's plenty of them that didn't get hurt and went back to the playoffs, had good playoff runs after that. What's the difference?
Yep. That is exactly. Bergang, your top 10 NFL teams.
Top 10 NFL teams. Well, the Eagles.
I knew you was gonna do it.
I really care about these teams like that. You know, I'm not trying to give no one no love right now. You know, all the hate we get in this offseason. I ain't really got a top 10 like that. I can make one up if you really want me to, but it starts with the Eagles number one. You know, we're the best team in football. We're the best team in football last year. People just gotta give us our respect. You know, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, but we're still the best team. You know, I think we're number one. I have to say the Chiefs number two. You know, then you might want to go like San Fran, be like number three. Even though they don't have a quarterback, they got a pretty good roster over there. I'll go. I think the Jets really should be like number four right now because like they only needed the last like how many years? 5, 6 years. The only thing the Jets ever needed was a quarterback, and now they got the best one. Pretty much the best quarterback in the league, Aaron Rodgers. So they should be doing some big things this year. You got the Bengals, Buffalo, obviously Miami. The Chargers look to make some noise. Seattle, and then them Cowgirls, man. Them Cowgirls. They 10 because I ain't giving them no love. I don't think they're better.
You did better than me, Bird Gang. I ain't even put them in there.
Yeah, I almost didn't, but
I left them right out.
They honestly shouldn't be in there when you think about the Dolphins.
I got the Dolphins in there.
Yeah, so Dallas really don't need to be in the top 10.
Okay, then.
They can be in the
My
top 10.
sister says no top 10 for Dallas, then they're 11. How about that? They're 11. Let's throw another team in there. A surprise team maybe this year.
The Lions.
Jacksonville. There you go. Dougie P and them Jacksonville Jaguars could be number 10.
I think Cole's in the comments. He hurting right now.
When is he not hurting in the comments?
When is he not hurting on Twitter? That's my question.
Man. Hey, he got me in the
never mind. I'll put the Ravens. If Lamar Jackson can do what I think he can do, and actually do it this year, then the Ravens can be that number 10 spot.
I am not putting no little boys over Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
So you're putting them over them?
No, somebody in the comments got Dak over the Jets.
Let's see. Marcus said, I'm not sold on the Jets making the playoffs.
But you sold on Dak?
Exactly. So before we go to another topic, once again, and I'll let her talk about it. Congratulations on my sister on her achievement. Go ahead, Moan, talk about it. My sister's all grown up. Go ahead, sis.
She the only
Thank
one with
y'all.
credentials on the squad, man. She the only one with credentials.
I appreciate it, y'all. I'm excited.
My
It
little
starts.
sister all grown up. I'm so proud of you, Moni. Go ahead and talk about it.
So it starts in August. It's a 1-year mentorship program, so it should be good.
Tell us more about it, Simone. That was kind of dry.
It starts in August.
It's somewhat of a mentor.
It's
On the
whatever.
What the
side.
fuck going on here? Come on,
I mean,
girl.
you'd
better stop
have
being
been on the
so
spot
humble,
last
girl.
week. You just wasn't here. So I mean,
So
She
it's
put in that work. I tell y'all. I'm saying you put in that work, sis. You deserve this.
I'll be trying.
tell us
The
something about it,
program.
man. What is it? What can we catch you at? What can we find you at? What we looking
What
for?
are we doing?
So the program is led by LaChana Robinson. She former basketball player. She does a lot on ESPN and NBC. So she started her program like 5 years ago, and so each year 4 years ago, so this is the 5th year. So it's 5 women that's selected each year, and it's like a year-long program. Like we cover different games, get to shadow her, and just like a lot of hands-on work and mentorship.
Can we tune in and find you anywhere? Will anything you would be associated with be posted? Will you keep us posted?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all posted.
We're gonna be on TV.
That's our sis.
I know her. That's Simone, girl.
Simone with the Spizzors. You gotta make sure you.
Hey, don't be shy, Mom. You deserve to stick. As a matter of fact, hold on.
She ain't
Hey,
Oh my goodness.
Come on, girl. This is your spot, girl. This is your spotlight. This is your spotlight.
Thank you, Bow. You deserve this. Thank you, Bow. This is the biggest moment of your life. Take yourself Bow.
Oh, you said a bow.
Like you don't deserve this. Exactly. Superstars in the making. Exactly.
You've been a superstar. She's been highly rated for a while.
Let them know, BG. Let them know.
For real. Come on now. Even when I went to the Eagles game, I was like, who do I need to see if we about going? Simone's gonna be there. Let's go, Simone. Get Simone on the show. She gonna bring the crowd. She'll keep it lit.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's see. Joy, pretty. Okay. You deserve it, Moan. You hard work. Exactly. And Cole said Hollywood.
Hey, she talking about Joy, the lady on what is it?
Oh.
The little chick.
Oh. Okay.
She said my dog Mom finna take a spot. All right, Mom.
Right? She gonna be on ESPN one day. Mom with the sports here, covering the 70s.
When you do get on ESPN, Mom, I better get the invite. I want to see Stephen A. Smith. I want the invite.
Is that how I thought, BG?
No, you don't talk like that. I have to talk like that. Especially like on your softball videos, you know what I'm saying? But, hi, I'm Simone.
I do not, though.
With the sports. Hey, Simone, which one do you like more covering? Like, give me your favorite sport that you like covering. Because I know you cover a lot of everything. That's where I even football.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen a lot of your little baseball content. I tuned in. I was like, okay, look at Simone with the interviews and everything. All right.
Got to be out here working.
Simone got too modest today. Like she's just like,
any other time she be here.
Simone liven it up in here. We giving you some love, girl.
We don't be talking about me on the show. We be talking about Jalen freaking Hurts.
Well, we ain't.
Hey, you gotta celebrate you sooner or later, bro. You deserve this. Don't be shy. You gotta celebrate you sooner or later. I mean, it's quiet in this off season. It's quiet this all season, and don't believe me. Watch this, Mitch. Remember that topic you told me on the MK headlines
What?
about Donovan McNabb versus
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell the people and let's talk about it.
Yeah, so on MK Headlines, I actually clipped it. We compared McNabb to Hurts, like we did the L. All right,
I'm talking about Coles.
Oh,
He do
okay.
that
I don't have the
bullshit in
chat
the
open.
chat.
I have this full.
And
screen.
is it Cole or Coles?
It's Cole, but it's Cole's Cowboys.
Coles Cowboys.
I don't know, honestly.
You got Coles Cowboys over here.
Yeah. So we compared on the leadership, accuracy, IQ, teammates, and I forget the other two. But we compared them both. It was actually very close.
It was Jalen Hurts easily, hands down.
Over
McNabb
McNabb.
was no damn leader, man. Like,
Man,
No,
DAMN.
let me see if I still
McNabb.
got it. Hold on, let me see. I still
I got a
it.
bag right with
Let me pull it up.
McNabb, man.
Hey,
So,
listen, Bird Gang, we in the same boat. I
You
can't
know-
stand that sucker.
it ain't no Hurts for sure. To be honest, like I keep saying over and over and over again, there's no Hurts.
Oh, Quezzy, I'm using that. I'm using
You know?
that. Coleslaw Cole.
Coleslaw Cole.
Yo, Quez, DM me, bro. DM me.
Oh, man.
Hey, shout out to
Coleslaw.
Quay. It's great. He was on a show with us on State of the Eagles, man. He did a great job on there. Shout out to you, my guy.
Yeah, that's what all, man. Hey, listen.
Down.
I just told him, Bird Gang, he ever need me, dog, just reach out. All you gotta do is hit me. I'm coming.
Our community's growing, man. It's getting so big with a lot of talent, man. I love everything I'm seeing with this Eagles community, man. We're getting better and better every day. So just keep grinding, keep supporting the best team in football.
So leader, IQ, accuracy, rushing, weapons, coaching, and big time moments. Down. This is it. The video will be out probably Sunday. Fix your stuff. So Sunday.
Is that Cool Cat? What the hell is that noise?
Yep, Cool Cat on the bottom. Cool Cat had Hurts all the way to weapons, and then he had coaching and big time moments go to McNabb.
What? Cool Cat. Big time moments go to McNabb?
What?
Hey,
when he was throwing up in 2004 before the Super Bowl? When he missed a wide open TO?
Championship games. How many of them did he go to in a row?
Like 4, right?
It was like 4, yes. Hurts is still early in his career. Could he pass that? Absolutely.
No.
He can pass it.
Hurts has been back-to-back to playoff, second time Super Bowl. And now took how many times?
Hey, he can pass
5, 6, 7 years to get to the Super Bowl. Hurts in his second year.
Yeah. And
Well, third year, technically.
Go ahead and react to this, Bergen. I know you got a lot. Go ahead.
Don't compare McNabb to Hurts. I just don't want to do that at all.
I really don't.
I'm
biased because I really don't like McNabb. Like, I'm an Eagle fan since '92, and I have no love for McNabb at all.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
None at all.
I loved him up to the choke job he did. And when he, AKA, sold his soul for Chunky Campbell soup and his mama to be famous. Okay? Anybody cared about all that? Anybody cared about all that? You know, I'd rather win a Super Bowl than see you and your mama in Chunky Campbell soup commercial. You know? Think about it.
I can't.
People don't like talking about it, but I will keep bringing it up over and over again. That's what he did. How the hell you gonna have the game that you had in the last 2 drives? You throw the ball in the dirt 3 times, and then you throw up in a huddle, and then you throw the ball straight to Rodney Harrison in the Super Bowl. Get the hell out of here, man.
With a wide open TO, bro. With a wide open TO.
And then the next year, all of a sudden I see you on TV all the goddamn time. You and your mama talking about some chunk. Ain't nobody even eat Chunky Campbell soup no more, man. Like if you worry about eating some Chunky Campbell soup, then you ain't got the right job. You ain't got the right job. I don't eat no Chunky Campbell soup, goddamn it.
Okay, so technically speaking, the only thing I agree with on this whole list is probably coaching. Because you can't really turn down the Andy Reid coaching tree, him being there, putting him in the games, you know what I'm saying? He put him in the moments to win.
You know what? I'm gonna start taking over these questions. Here we go.
No, this was mine.
That is what I want to do. Let's compare what Nick has done in his first 2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
Wait, I
Nick.
can't hear. Who?
compared to like Andy's first 2 years.
Oh,
You
Nick
can't really
Sirianni.
compare
Oh.
Andy overall. Andy overall is the best head coach in football ever.
Well, BG,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that, you gotta add Dougie P in there.
Okay, let's add Dougie P in there too then. Let's
Go
do it.
ahead.
So that first 2 years, because Dougie P did the same thing, went to Super Bowl second year too, right? But
Yeah.
he won it.
Mhm.
But what was his record the first year? Were they both 9-7?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Both
Well,
9-7.
actually, Nick and Sirianni was 9-8 because we had the
9-8.
extra game.
Yeah, we had the extra game. So 9-8, 9-7, Super Bowl both for one win.
I mean,
But
just
then-
getting the Super Bowl win puts it up, and then Andy Reid's right there.
What's Andy Reid first 2 years though? I don't even know his. I don't even remember his record.
I don't think he went to Super Bowl in his first 2 years at all.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No, he
No.
didn't. I'm just saying.
He didn't go to Super Bowl like his 7th year
Yeah.
with us. So
You know,
right now, the trajectory, Nick Sirianni is on the high trajectory. Like, you know, he's won a lot of games. Like even Jalen Hurts, if you look at that for that matter, like you started 2 years, you've been in the playoff both years. You know, the sky's the limit for these guys.
Yeah, I know.
Facts.
Who you guys
Yeah.
think is? Who is your favorite? I want to hear all you guys. Who your favorite Eagle quarterback of all time?
Jalen.
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 2 Jalen's.
Jalen's an
Jalen.
icon.
3 Jalen's. What you got, Mitch?
I'll say Jalen. I don't care.
Jalen. I got. You know what? I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts too.
Well,
You know,
obviously.
I had Randall Cunningham. He's the one that got even made me an Eagle.
He made me an
fan.
Eagle. He
Like,
made me an Eagle.
that dude.
That made
like,
me an Eagle, but
well, you guys are youngsters. I'm old school.
So I said Randall. Randall made me an Eagle. Randall made me an Eagle.
He definitely made me an Eagles fan for sure. Back in the day, Quezzy says Jalen too as well. That's what's up. All right, who's your favorite running back of all time?
Westbrook.
Westbrook.
Ooh. Who?
McCoy.
McCoy.
Shady. That's shady. You gotta say shady.
Westbrook for me.
Westbrook for me too.
Westbrook or Shady? That's a close one, man.
Close.
That's really freaking close. I love Shady. Like I love him right now, even in his commentary stuff.
McCoy
Westbrook
gonna
was
take
that-
over for
Westbrook was a
undisputed.
dog though, for real, for real.
I don't think a lot of people remember Westbrook, man. He got a lot
Westbrook
of
was a dog. He was wasn't he like the second running back ever to get 1,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
Behind
After LT.
LaDainian Thomas. No,
Yeah.
Marshall Falk.
Then LT was second then. That means
Okay, so
Brad
then-
had to be third.
Westbrook but had been third. But yeah, he was the first running back that died. All right, man. I have to give it to West. I love Westbrook, man. That dude was a beast. I love Shady too so much. But to be honest, I love Booby. I'm really still pissed off that we don't have Booby Miles on our team.
I wasn't a big fan of Miles Sanders. I'm giving it a mark. I wasn't.
How you guys felt about it? I love Booby.
Listen, Bird. I own
Why
2
is my
jerseys.
thing stuck?
That tell you enough? That tell you enough, BG? I own 2 Booby Sanders jerseys right now.
It's hardcore. I'm still tripping off it for real, for real. Like, why didn't we
I
pay
like
the man?
Booby, but he didn't leave no like lasting impact on me. Like,
Yeah. I thought for sure
Is
That
he
year,
was gonna
3
kill
years
it.
ago when he had those 3 like
no,
80-yard
not
touchdowns.
like he performed high, but I'm just saying like he didn't like Shady McCoy was like an icon. You know what I mean? Miles was really good, but he didn't leave like a
I feel like
He didn't put a
like
stamp
you
on it.
thought-
He didn't put a
yeah,
stamp
he
on
didn't like put a stamp on like, oh, that's like an Eagle I'ma love. Like Deshaun Jackson, that's somebody I'ma love forever. Like he left a stamp. Like Shady left a stamp.
But I
Moses
think
didn't
Booby
stamp.
didn't have the opportunity. I think that's why I give him a little bit more because we remember 3 years in a row where we're like we should have gave Booby the ball.
Yeah, it's not no, I just feel like certain players just don't have that it factor. Like that it factor. Like that don't mean he don't got the numbers. He just don't have that it factor.
There he is. There's a green.
He's not like I get what Simone's saying. He's not like when you think about Shady, when you think about Shady, you think about a killer. You think about Westbrook, you think about killer. You get in the ball with the game on the line, they're gonna make a move that's gonna pretty much try to put the game away. I never really seen Sanders really do that. Most of the time when he scored those big touchdowns, we was already winning.
Yeah, for me, with
No,
Sanders,
not the year before when he had those 3 80-yard, 90-yard touchdown first running back ever to do that. Like that. Like Booby was like 2 out of 4 years, like big time, and then the other 2, I feel like we just didn't give him a ball enough. Like that's how I feel about his career to a point where it's like I want to see him again this year in this offense. You know, like with this offense and in there. I know it's too late because he's already gone, but it would have been awesome to see him. Like,
But
I'm
for
excited about
me,
Swift too, so we see what happens with that.
But
David
also
says,
with Miles is the way he left. Well, the way we let him leave. It was during that time where Darius Slay was doing his "Am I staying or am I going?" drama. So we didn't even get time to really like talk that much about Miles because it was all about CJ and Darius Slay at the time. So like, I do feel bad about that. Like Miles just disappeared into the thin air. Like he just
he
disappeared.
did. Like no one. That's what I'm talking about. No one even gave him no love on the way out the door. That's how I
It's-
feel about it.
But
it's
that's
because
what I'm
of what
saying.
he
Like
said after
Miles,
the Super Bowl. It's for what he
he
said
was
after.
a really good running back, but he like Miles.
Next time, Jinx, just give us a couple of days and we'll let y'all in next time. But next time.
Miles just doesn't, and it's not necessarily like something he did, but like for some reason he don't embody like the Philadelphia like culture to me. Like Zach
Yeah,
Ertz, I
I
feel
can
like
see
he's
what you're
gonna be
saying.
Zach Ertz is gonna be an Eagles legend. Like he came Eagles legend. McCoy left, but still Eagles legend. Deshaun Jackson left, still Eagles legend. Miles just seemed like somebody who suited up for the Eagles at one point. Like he don't seem like we gonna remember him 10 years from now.
Well, okay, let's go there. Give me your top 3 Eagle receivers of all time.
Oh, y'all, I'm stuck in I'm stuck. Deshaun Jackson is my favorite, like one of my top favorite Eagles of all time, period.
Me too. He's my favorite
Like
receiver of all
that
time for sure.
Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn, McCoy, that's gonna be forever stamped in my heart. Like when Deshaun Jackson left, when I tell you my heart crumbled to pieces, crumbled. Deshaun Jackson is always gonna be top on my list. And I never thought I would love another receiver like I love Deshaun Jackson, but Smitty.
Dude, my daughter got a picture with Deshaun Jackson's mom. It was a great game. I love that.
Smitty's
shit.
still in my heart now.
I don't think nobody
love
gonna say my
DeVonta
favorite
Smith.
receiver.
You said what?
I don't think nobody gonna say my favorite receiver.
Who's yours?
Jeremy Maclin.
Jerry Maclin
Oh,
was a dog.
J Mac was a
Dog.
beast.
Like I love
what
D.
made him
Like
your
I love.
favorite,
I
though?
love DJ.
I just think J Mac was there with Deshaun, so it was like
He
it
was.
like
He
the
was.
dirty work. But Deshaun made the big plays.
I mean,
so like,
for me,
Like I love DJ. Like he top dog, but at the same time, like Jeremy Maclin did something for me at receiver, like mentally.
Mhm.
And I started playing receiver because of Maclin. Like I played safety my whole life, and watching Maclin, I was like, I'm finna go try to figure out how to play.
there you go.
Play slide. Like,
There you go.
hey,
For me-
listen, Jeremy Maclin to me, it seemed like that man was 30 for 30 every game. If you passed him the ball, it wasn't a drop. It was guaranteed catch.
Yeah.
He knew where the sticks was at. Like he was the best
the thing with
possession
DJ
receiver.
was it's like 3 catches, you got like 150 yards and a touchdown. Like he
Now,
was
you guys
explosive. He
probably
was
forget about
exciting.
this guy.
He punt
Freddie
return.
Mitchell. I was
Whenever
at
he went doing punt
26.
return, you
I
had
was
to
there.
Freddie Mitchell?
FedEx. I was at the game.
Big
So
82.
I'm like, I had to check him. I was at the freaking game.
82.
Who you call?
26.
Freddie.
Freddie.
You
FedEx.
said Freddie's one of your favorite all time?
Yeah, because I was at
Hell
the
yeah,
game.
that's what's up.
If I wasn't at the game, then I would be like, I would have
Freddie
gone
is
with
a bum
Jackson.
though. At the end of
Hey,
the
y'all
day.
know we done had a luxury of receivers though.
Hey, I know some good ones that you guys probably don't think about. Remember Kevin Curtis?
Yeah.
When Kevin Curtis played with, he had like 2 games that he had over 200 yards on. Like Kevin Curtis was a stud back with us. Dante Stallsworth.
Ooh, Stallworth.
Dante had
Stallworth,
some
yes.
big years with us
Hey,
too.
Gregor.
Jason Avant.
Avant,
Jason Avant
Avant's
is
the
so
best.
underrated. Oh my
I'll
God.
have to say Avant's the best slot receiver we ever had.
He's the most reliable receiver.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like
I like
To me,
I
he
love
two.
Avant.
Jeremy Maclin 1 for me. Jason Avant 2.
and then what? Who's 3 then?
Yeah, who's
No, I'm talking about for possession receivers.
Okay,
If
so give me your top 3, Smitty.
I'll start.
Go ahead,
I'll start. D-Jack, that's my boy. I love me to some Deshaun Jackson, A.J. Brown, and Smitty.
So you're going 2 current and 1 old.
Yes. Well.
What else? What
What's
else
the
you
D-Jack?
got?
I'm going Jeremy Maclin. I'm going D-Jack. And it's a fight between T.O. and AJ.
That's the thing with T.O. He was only like 1 year.
He was so short. His time was so
But it
short.
was like
AJ time like the same
great
though.
about it. You know, you loved it for 1 year, and then
AJ liking the same boat for me.
That's
though.
another
He
reason why I
only
don't like
been 1 year.
McNabb, because he ended that. That was like the whole Kobe Shaq thing. He ended that partnership there. That's why I don't give McNabb love.
Yeah, I'll
He
take
won
that.
championship with T.O.
Since both of them boys only got 1 year right now, I'm gonna take Mike Quick.
Ooh, Mike Quick.
Yeah,
that's what's up. I can deal with that. What about you, Mitch?
So for me, I got Jackson 1. I'll put T.O. 2, and because I was at the game, Freddie Mitchell.
Okay, and what was your 3, Small?
What was the question again? Because my thing keeps freezing.
Your top 3 all-time Eagle receivers.
My top favorite.
The top 3.
Top 3.
Deshaun, Smitty.
Cool guy smiling over there.
I want to say
That's a good
Alshon,
one.
maybe.
Ooh.
Okay, she got gritty with it. All
I
right.
go 1 year, Alshon, because the other year
I mean,
wasn't
but
great.
the hardware though, like,
Yeah, that's true. He won that championship. He came over here from the Bears and won a championship.
exactly.
Yeah, you gotta give him his love for sure. If I had to go top
Deshaun
3,
and Devontae, the only ones like favorites. So if I gotta throw in somebody a third, then I'm gonna go ahead and throw in O'Shawn Jeffrey.
I like that. I like that mix up. That's a good one.
All right.
For me, I have to go Deshaun Jackson, obviously number 1 for sure. I've watched a lot of good but not great Eagle receivers. Like I really like Dante Stallsworth. I think that year he had was really good with us.
Yep.
You know, and Dante balled out that year. And you know that Kevin Curtis year was good. If I go D-Jax, I go AJ Brown, because I love AJ Brown too. He's another beast. And then T.O. We go those 3.
Yeah, you got
You know, T.O., AJ, and Deshaun Jackson.
So when I asked my friend that sent me that question a week ago, he told me Chris Carter. I'm like, what did he do? I know he was good, but what
He
did
didn't do anything for us.
He didn't do nothing
know.
special with us.
That's what I said. And he's like, we still had him. I'm like,
You know who underrated too that was balled out for us? Todd Pinkston.
Ooh,
James
another
Brash.
sleeper.
Remember
You remember
James Brash?
Pinkston?
So you
Pinkston
putting
balled
AJ
out.
Brown in your top 3 from 1 year?
That's why I cut. That's why I cut. He made me cut.
I got 2 1 years in my top 3. That's how
BG.
crappy-
BG.
I got
That's how crappy our receiver.
Oh, he
core is.
did. He used Dante Stallworth too, Simone.
Come
I
on.
threw those other ones. Those are my. I like Dante Stallsworth. I like Kevin Curtis. You know, I like Todd Pinkston. He was good.
got the
James
most
Thrash.
Hey, David.
Hey,
You listen.
James Thrash had a couple good years with us too, as well.
Hey,
So-
David. Chris Carter said if he would have stayed in the Eagles, he would have never been great.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said he was on. He said the Philly streets had him out there hanging out.
Well, let's keep this thing going, then. Let's go. Top,
Yeah, keep it up. Come on.
top 2 tight ends.
Come on, that's easy.
Brett Salek and Zach Ertz.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That ain't that easy.
Zach
Whoa.
Ertz is definitely my number 1.
Zach
Even though
Ertz.
Zach Ertz was on that bougie.
I gotta go Zach Ertz and Dallas Goddard.
Zach
Ooh.
and Dallas definitely number 1 and 2. I
Zach-
love
I got-
Dallas Goddard.
I got Zach Ertz and Keith Jackson.
Ooh.
I got Chad Lewis.
And it's
You know
supposed to be
what?
3.
Hey, oh my God. You know who's a sleeper for tight end for real that should be on the list? It's LJ Smith.
Oh my God.
LJ was a beast at tight end for us.
I haven't heard of that name in a minute.
LJ did some things for us for real.
He was like one of the first ones that started the trend of us having good.
Yeah, of even having a tight end that you cared about. You know, I love LJ, but yeah, it had to be Ertz and Goddard. No, Ertz and Keith Jackson for me. Those are my 2. Goddard definitely. After this year, I think Goddard's gonna be number 2 for me for sure.
Yep.
What does it take? What does it take for Dallas to get 1? Because I know Ertz is. It's hard to get Ertz out of that 1 spot.
LJ was
What's
average.
gonna
Super
change?
Bowl. He's gotta have a
Dallas
better.
is starting to push up. I feel like if it come to like, are you saying like actual like by
Both.
accomplishments or just
Yeah.
off being a fan favorite?
No, just I mean, it's a totality for me. Like him being one, just out of the fan base, out of his play. Like, what does he have to add to his game, or to move forward? I mean,
Well, one thing of course, Zach Ertz got us the Super Bowl, so that's tough. And we only got one Super Bowl, and Zach Ertz was a large part of it. But I feel like Dallas Goedert, I feel like Dallas Goedert is hugely underrated. Like some of the grabs, some of the catches he be making is like, wow.
Zach
Especially
Ertz for me was
that
like,
Giants game where he made that one-handed little pulling catch.
Yep.
I feel like Zach Ertz drug Carson Wentz for 2 years, like behind him, like saved his career for 2 years.
He saved him.
I think 19 and 20, he should have been gone. But Zach Ertz was catching all those clutch passes, and then when he get frustrated, he just forcing it in there. And Zach Ertz was catching everything. One-handed, two-handed, triple team.
Zach,
he didn't care.
To me, I feel like Zach was reliable, but he wasn't like that much of a big play type tight end.
He wasn't explosive.
I think Goddard definitely got him in that area of explosiveness for sure. Like Goddard already had some of the best catches like ever. Like he ran over people, he done stiffed arm people, he done did some damage at that tight end position for sure.
And
Like
especially
you know what?
season,
I'm gonna just change it. I'm gonna go Goddard and Keith Jackson. Forget it. I love Goddard too. Like he is pretty big on my list too. But I remember Keith Jackson. If you want to go old school, Keith Jackson was a man when he was tight end.
Yep. What else you got, BG?
Give me your starting all-time Eagles offensive line.
You mean like from the year?
Any year you want.
Okay, this year.
Give me your best 5 offensive linemen that ever played to be in that midnight green.
Best 5 in general.
Best 5 in general. So it doesn't matter what
general, it don't matter what position.
Well, you should go 2 tackles, 2 guards, and a center, obviously. But it don't matter if they were left or right, is what I'm saying.
So are we still claiming Peters after that boo?
Yeah, we still claiming him.
Are we?
I love Peter still.
He part of the Super Bowl
that he
team.
went to the Cowgirls. Peter was collecting checks at that point. You know, like Peter's at the time of career. Any check he can grab, he grabbing it. And he ain't. When he was with the Bears, he grabbed the check. I didn't care he was on the Bears. I did get a little upset when he went to the Cowgirls, but he was just collecting another check. So, and that was
give me your 5, BG.
If I had to go 5 best starting offensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles all time, I'll say Jason Kelsey definitely is center. He got to be the center. Like, there's a lot of good centers in the Eagles history. We've always had kind of Jamal Jackson, Hank Franklin. Who was that right before Jason Kelsey? I can't remember his name right now. But we had some good one. But Jason Kelsey definitely the best center. If we gotta go tackles, Ryan was a beast, dude. Ryan,
yep.
And then it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go Lane Johnson? Do you want to go JPP? Do you want to go Trey Thomas? One of those 3. It's like they're all beast. So it's like Lane Johnson gave up a sack in 3 years. So I'm gonna go Ryan. No, I'm gonna drop Ryan. I'm gonna go Lane Johnson and JPP. I love JPP. He was a beast. And then for guards, you gotta go Brooks, right? Because he was dominant, even though he got dragged out at the end. But Brooks, it was a beast. And then for the other guard, I'll have to go. I was a big Evan Mathis fan. Evan Mathis was a beast for us when he played with our football team. So I'll go Evan Mathis for those guards. What you got, Spinny?
Yep. Go ahead, Spinny.
So we got pretty much the same lineup. I think I traded out. I got Jason Peters. I got Lane Johnson. I got Jason Kelsey. I actually didn't go 2 guards, but now that he said I got to go guard, I got to go Brooks, obviously. And I guess I'll leave Dickerson where he at. I ain't gonna mess with him.
Dude, Landon. You know
Uh,
what? That was
yeah,
a huge
I'm with Smitty. I'm with
I got a
hold on,
question for you
Bergen.
guys
Hold on,
after.
Bergen. I'm
I
with
got a question
Smitty.
after.
I'm with Smitty because you gotta add Peters, Kelsey, Lane, Brooks, and Landon Dickinson's a beast now. Landon Dickinson's something else.
Mhm.
But yeah, go ahead, Mitch.
I guess it's like offensive line is so tough to like pick. So I guess I gotta go with Smitty too. And just yeah, I'm going with Smitty on that one.
Yep, Mo.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some really good linemen. Obviously, we've got a whole squad now, but
Ooh, Sean Andrews too. I love Sean Andrews.
I feel
Yeah,
like tackle
well, I'm
the
going
only
with that
really
one.
hardest position to pick two, because of course Kelsey.
It's four tackles that you really could take. You could take Runyon, Thomas, Peters, or Johnson.
Runyon was had
Of
too
course,
many
I'm gonna
penalties.
take Lane Johnson. I'm gonna take Thomas Brooks, Brandon Brooks, guard, and I guess Landon Dickinson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard thinking
And
of
that was
somebody
my
else.
next question for you guys. Now, listen, with all due respect to Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson, they're ghosts already. You know,
But
they already are cemented in our whole bloodline of the Eagles community. But is Landon Dickerson the best offensive lineman we got? Like for
you
real,
talking
think
about right
about it.
now?
The dude is number one, and
What about Jordan Mailata?
no,
He get
listen,
beat a lot. He
no,
get
but
beat a
listen,
lot.
he's number one at any guard at run block percentage win rate, and he's number two of any guard and pass blocking percentage win rate. Like he done stepped in and went from like a nobody to a Pro Bowl or All Pro in 2 years. Like, is he the best? You know, and he's the youngest too. You got to put that in there. So we got a lot of years to see of Landon. Is he the best offensive lineman on our roster right now?
And you said we taking the two goats out, right?
You're saying despite Kelsey and Lane?
I just want you guys to like take
That's
it.
what we asking. We taking Lane
No, but
and we
I'm saying
taking
like
Lane and Kelsey
Lane
out.
Johnson. If you want to still say Lane and Kelsey, I'm saying who's the best offensive lineman in terms of like Lane didn't gave up 3 sack in 2 years, you know, and pressures in like 3 years or some crazy number like that. We already
3
know what they
pressures.
can do, right? But I'm just saying like right now on the offensive line, right now going into 23, do you think they're still the best on our offensive line, or do you think that Landon
Based off
Dickerson?
of where we stopped, like, they are older, and one off season is like them aging 5 years versus like a 25-year-old going into a new season. But just based off of where we stopped, Lane Johnson is number one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you can bump Kelsey down a little bit because he did have all them bad timings, bad snaps when he was playing with Minshew and all that.
But both of
But
those guys
Lane,
missed games too. Lane missed games, and also Kelsey missed games. Landon hasn't missed any games.
okay, because he's a spring chicken. Like like if I'm not taking injuries into account, if I'm saying when they're on the field, who's better right now, Lane is the ultimate number one.
But anybody that's gave up 3 pressures in 3 years,
It's Lane and Kelsey.
And then the way he be thugging out and playing through his injuries too. Like we
Yeah.
can't ignore that.
Simone, you seen the interview he just had when he was talking about how he had to like change his whole game in a matter of a couple of weeks of his timing and everything to make sure he didn't get beat because he knew people was gonna bull rush him.
Mm-hmm.
He said he took every snap and he timed it out. So if people was bull rushing, he would be in a spot to cut him off so he wouldn't put pressure on his leg. And he said that was the hardest thing about playing through the injury because he had to reposition himself because he usually can get contact right off the line, but with the injury, he was trying to catch the contact later. He was like, if you look at my snaps in the playoffs, I was catching people almost 2 seconds later than I usually would.
That's crazy.
So that right there put him one. Like if you can change your game in 2-3 weeks, you can go from being a guy who's physical to a guy who's mentally beating you. I gotta give it to Lane. But if we take Lane and Kelsey out, Landon has to be because Mailata give up way too much pressure.
So,
know?
BG, you're saying that you think Landon Dickerson is the best right now?
I'm just saying, like, you just think about the progression of all those guys. Like it's kind of like the Jalen Hurts thing. Like he's only started 2 years, right? It's like Landon's only started 2 years, too. And if you look at how long it took the NFL to give respect to Lane Johnson and for him to be a dominant right tackle in the NFL, right? And how long did it take for Jason Kelsey to get respect and to become this dominant center that he is? A couple of years, like maybe even like Kelsey a little longer than Lane, I would say probably, but Landon came in and he's been a dog since day one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
If you can, try to get that clip off of that
He's
Richard
a straight
Sherman Lane
beast.
Johnson interview.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like Landon definitely is on a great trajectory. Like his trajectory is phenomenal. But if we talking about just the way we ended last season, like that doesn't mean Landon didn't have a great season. But I feel like
Who's our
Lane
All
Johnson
Pros
was
last
the most.
year?
Hmm?
Who's our All Pros last year?
I think Lane Johnson was the most impactful lineman last season.
You said all
Landon
pro. I
might be
think
this year
everybody
because
was,
I mean,
but
like you
one
said,
was
like
actually an
Landon
all pro,
is
right?
taking huge leaps quickly. So this year, I mean, we might see, but right now, Lane got that belt.
Because we had 2 starters and 2 alternates. Who was the one that got left out?
An All Pro? I believe
we
wasn't
had
it? I know Kelsey was All Pro, right?
yes. Lane Johnson was all pro.
We had 6, right? So it was Kelsey,
And Dickerson and Mulatto was the alternates, right?
the alternate All Pro,
Yep.
or second team All Pro, right?
Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4 out of the 5.
It's good. Like we got a great line, so I'm not giving any. Taking shots at Kelsey or Lane. I'm just like right now. I'm like I guess it's easier looking forward and be like Lane. I mean, Landon Dickerson's made a huge jump. He gets a lot more recognized earlier in his career than those guys did. And he's already like they're saying like he's the best guard in football right now after 2 years of starting at the position. So that's pretty impressive. Just like Jalen Hurts being the best quarterback after 2 years starting. Like Landon also is like the best guard after 2 years starting.
I think Landon Dickerson trajectory is going to be higher than both of those boys though.
Yeah,
you got to think Jason Kelsey didn't come in year 2 and be like this, or Lane Johnson. They really just coming into their legs like the last maybe 5 or 6 years. Really started.
That's why I wasn't trying to connect the whole season as opposed to like I was trying to make it like where it can be like even a little bit because obviously Lane Johnson's a GOAT. I like Lane too. I didn't put him on my starting offensive line, but I like Lane a lot. Like I think he is the best right tackle ever played Eagles jersey for sure.
So why you ain't put him in your top 5?
Because I'm old school. I gotta go with my old dogs. I remember watching. That's what got me to become an Eagle. Trey Thomas, JPP, like Ryan, like those guys are just nasty maulers. But they gave up more than Lane. Like they didn't. Like those guys might have gave up some sacks, but they're still dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're big physical dogs. Lane is just like he's good too, and he ain't gave up no sacks. So I guess it took Lane. Just like even Kelsey said in his podcast, it took a while for the league to really respect Lane Johnson. You know what I'm saying? That's how good he really is. Even today, you find an argument where he's the best right tackle in football, right? But I think right now, today, Lane Johnson is the best tackle in football. It don't matter left or right. He's the best tackle in football right now. They got him behind Trey Williams, right? Trent Williams, right?
Yeah.
And I think Lane's better than Trent.
I do too.
For real. Like I don't even think that should be even a question mark. Lane should be number 1 tackle in football right now. But at the end of the day, like I watch a lot more of like dominance from those guys like Trey Thomas and Ryan and JPP. JPP was a beast, dude. Like when JPP before he started getting hurt, he was the best tackle in football, hands down. Like, but both of them, if you notice the 2 similarities between Lane and JPP, they're both tight ends in college. And they moved over to tackle. So they're really athletic and big and stuff like that. So I like it, man.
Yeah.
We can keep going with this if you want.
Keep going. We got time to kill.
Who you got? 2 ends and 2 tackles. Who's your all-time Eagles defensive line.
All right. First defensive end I got is Reggie White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D tackle I got Jerome Brown and Fletcher Cox. And on the other end, I got Hassan Reddick.
Jerome Brown, Detroit, Reggie, and Reddick. See, why do people do that? You guys count Reddick as a end as opposed to.
I know he's a linebacker, but I put him
as a linebacker.
He's a better edge. He's a
We've
better
had a
edge rusher
lot
than
of
linebacker.
great ends to the point where, like,
We have.
why you gotta use Reddick as an end?
So
I'd rather use Reddick as a linebacker just because we ain't had that many good linebackers.
I got my two. Well, if we playing, I don't know if we playing 2 or 3
Well,
linebackers.
we're going 4-3 base.
4-3. Okay.
4-3.
What about Javon Kurtz?
I was just gonna say if that's the end, I'm going Curse for the other end. Then
Curse?
Yeah.
Javon Curse is a freak. I like it. What about you, cool guy?
I'm with Smitty. With what he says as well, because gotta add Fletch. If you can't add Hassan Reddick to it, I'm with Smitty on the group too.
Yeah.
Mitch?
Here's a question: would you put Javon Hargrave up there?
You can.
Over Fletch and over Fletch.
No. I'm just wondering because some people would. I'm just asking if there's people out there that would.
He
put
close.
Javon Hargrave
He
there.
close, but
Not for
He
me.
didn't-
I'm just saying.
he close for other people. But for me, I gotta put Jerome up there.
Yeah.
I gotta put Fletch. Fletch put in a lot of time on that defensive line for us.
You do.
For me, it's like the person that we always use, but I don't know. Like, I don't ever put Reggie White in there because I feel like he's more of a Packer than an Eagle.
But you had a whole bunch of other rentals. You had a whole bunch of other. You had AJ Brown. On your
So we ain't had that many dominating receivers in our history.
Smith.
Think about that. We ain't never really had that many dominating receivers in our whole career, so it's easy to put like an AJ when he come out and break the record his first year with our team. But like Reggie, like I love Reggie White. Don't get me wrong. I love the one he was with the Packers. Straight up. I'm a football fan. I loved him then. But I'm just like everybody's like I feel like we had so many good defensive linemen on the Eagles. You should be able to think of one that was actually on the team for a long time.
So Reggie White for me.
Says the guy who had everybody who was here for 1 year.
2 of his receivers are 1-year wonders. Right.
So I got Reggie White, Trent Cole's up there, Jerome Brown, and I gotta go Curse.
Curse?
I got to.
Then what you got, Simone? What you got?
I'm putting Javon on mine.
Okay.
I'm putting Javon and Fletch. Yes, I'm putting Javon up there. We had Javon for 3 seasons. We should be able to.
But over all the DTs we had, you go put
That's exactly why I asked. That's exactly why I
Okay,
asked.
but all that we had, we just had a legendary sack performance.
He had like 11 sacks, yeah.
We just had a legendary performance. So I know you not lying. Mr. AJ Brown, Mr. T.O., and all that other bougie you was spewing
But
just
dude,
an hour ago.
we had Corey Simon. We had freaking
Okay, we've had Jeremy Macklin. We had Alshon Jeffrey. We had Avon. We had other dogs. Deshaun. I don't think you had Deshaun in yours.
I did have Deshaun. He was number 1.
Oh.
Yeah. DJ's my favorite receiver. I love his whole family. Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting definitely going with Fletch, and I'm definitely going with Javon Hargrave on mine as well. Defensive ends. Shoot, we can't use Hassan.
I love how people are not putting Derek Barnett straight.
I forgot Derek Barnett is even still on the roster.
He exists.
I know, right? People
Hey, he gonna make some noise this year, guys.
How
Derek
does
Barnett
he
gonna make some noise this
slipping
year.
past cuts and trades?
They-
Like
It's because it's his last year. It's
Nobody
his final
wants
year.
him, Simone.
he should
Nobody
have
wants.
been.
I
but
love
somebody-
Derek Barnett.
Somebody wanted what's his
Without
name?
Derek Barnett, we don't win
Rager?
a Super Bowl.
That's exactly.
So
Somebody
you telling me
wanted
his
Jalen
contribution
Rager.
got us a Super Bowl?
At the end, yeah. Well, he received
He picked it up.
with that fumble.
He recovered.
Okay.
You don't
He
think
did
anybody
fine.
else could have did what he
He
did?
was a rookie. Give him some love. I love
What's his name? Nigel Bradham could have recovered it. Shit.
But
And yeah,
he
people
didn't.
make plays here or there, but I'm just saying his overall body of work is what?
Ooh, I forgot about Harold. Eagles landed. I forgot about Harold.
I always say this about Derek Barnett. I really think that we were going to draft Ojabo, but he got injured. And then we panic move. We signed Derek Barnett. If Ojabo did not get injured, I really believe we would have got Ojabo that year.
We would have, yeah. I think so too.
I'm not saying that because I'm a Michigan fan. I'm just I'm just saying.
Oh, Moan, did you finish? Who was your other defensive end? She didn't get the last defensive end.
Who'd you say?
Y'all not gonna like my is because
let's go. Right.
I feel like I'm doing my list off of like favorites.
That's we can do that. That's fine.
Like
That's
personal
fine.
favorites.
That's fine.
So y'all not gonna like my next one.
Let's go.
BG?
Nope. Another guess?
Jason Babbitt.
Nope.
Connor Baldwin.
Derek Barnett.
Chris Long.
Oh,
Chris Long. Who said Chris Long?
I actually was going to use Chris Long. I actually was going to put him on.
Because Chris was really like one of them leaders on that team. Like him and Malcolm Jenkins, they was like leaders. Like I love Chris Long's impact that he had like on the locker room. So I'm definitely putting Chris Long on my favorite, like personal favorite list. But I'll give y'all Reggie. I feel bad like leaving a great out there. Like
you said, no, use Chris Long. So who was your other one? The ends were Chris Long and who?
Reggie White.
Reggie White. And then their DTs are who?
Javon and Fletch.
Okay. That's nice. That's solid. I like it.
Linebackers?
If I gotta go, let me do mine.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Trent Cole at defensive end, and then Hugh Douglas at the other defensive end. I'm gonna go Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox.
I know you lying.
I'm leaving.
I know you are trolling.
Who did he put? Hold on. Who he put?
Jordan Davis. But was coming for my Javon Hargrave.
Jordan Davis is about to change the whole position, my God.
He's gonna put Jordan Davis but coming for Javon.
Jordan Davis, the best defensive lineman the Eagles ever drafted.
I'm sorry, BG, but
I just wanted to do that because I love Jordan Davis.
I was surprised you didn't put Jalen Carter.
I think Jordan Davis is going to be our best defensive tackle this year for sure, though. I will say that, but overall, I will.
This year, I can see that.
Let me get serious for you guys. I just want to throw that out there. I thought that'd be funny, but really seriously, I think it probably have to be Fletcher Cox and Corey Simon. I love Corey Simon for our team, man. Corey Simon put in some work, and then Hugh Douglas was a beast. And Trent Cole, I think, has to be like the best right end we've ever had.
All right, linebackers, BG.
Linebackers. Okay, this is a fun one. Okay, I would say D'Amico Ryans, Nigel Bradham, and Takeo Spice.
I love Takeo. I love them.
Those are my three. Those are my three linebackers.
Nigel Bradham? Listen, Nigel Bradham, my
was
best
on the squad when won the bowl?
Listen. He is my homegirl's brother. So I know bro personally, but he ain't in my he ain't three.
Wait,
you forgot the big dog.
Your homegirl's brother. He need to come on the show.
How you forget the big dog?
Top three linebackers.
Oh wait, I messed up.
Hold on, no. Keep your.
I gotta take one of them out.
Who you taking out?
Trotter is my favorite linebacker. Philadelphia Eagles history ever. I was smoking that shit. Trotter's number one. So if you gotta go Trotter number one, then I gotta go D'Amico and Bradham. Spice was good, but
Joe Bradham?
Nigel Bradham,
man. Bradham did our team justice. Without Bradham, we're not winning those games.
Yeah, he was solid, but none of our linebackers, like, I don't got no top linebacker list.
Like for me,
You didn't like Trotter or Spikes or D'Amico Ryan?
No, I like them, but I don't have no
Or
like
like
top 3
Jordan
list.
Hicks. I know. Remember, everybody was all on the Jordan Hicks bandwagon.
yeah, for me, it's
Hendricks was a beast too for us.
He was.
Emmons. We had Stuart
Hendricks,
Bradley play some good football for us.
Kendricks. Oof.
Yeah, go ahead, Mitch. What's your list?
So
Give me
I
the top
got
3.
Jeremiah Trotter, D'Amico Ryans, and DeKeo.
Yeah.
I did do that. All right.
I'm with this guy too. I'm with Kendricks, Trotter, and Emmett as well. Go ahead, Smitty.
I'm going Trotter, D'Amico, and
Joyner.
Hassan Reddick.
Joyner was a
I'm
good
not putting no Seth Joyner after all that.
Y'all will
mouth
not
he
get
was
Hassan Reddick off my squad. He is giving me those 16 and a
Oh
half that
yeah,
he gave
if
us
we put
last
in
year.
Hassan Reddick at linebacker, then he on my top.
Yeah, so I got my 3. Trotter, I got Ryan, and I got Reddick.
And who's the third one? Reddick.
Reddick.
Okay. That's 1 year, and he's like more of a.
I don't want to hear your 1 year bullshit, BG. You used 2 receivers that were here for 1 year that did exactly what.
But certain
Hassan Reddick
positions,
did.
I feel like you got to vary it out. Receiver.
No,
receiver.
I'm not. No.
You
Everybody
can't even think of that many
everybody else had
receivers that
solid
played for the
receiver
Eagles
lists.
that were good. Linebacker, we
Everybody
have
else was just fine picking some receivers, but you.
receiver was definitely different than
Hassan Reddick. I'm taking Hassan Reddick.
I give you some Reddick. That's what's up.
Yep. What else we got, BG?
Oh, the best 3 corners. Now I think everybody should have something different here. We've had. I'm older, so
Now
I know.
again, we gotta be clarifying. We talking about our favorite or best.
Both. Like your favorite best 3, like the 3 corners you love seeing the most that play for the Eagles. Now, I got good ones on this one. I got this one.
Go ahead and start us off, BG.
I have to go with Leo Shepard. Got to be on that list. Troy Vincent got to be on that list. And Asante Samuels got to be on that list. But honorable mention is Bobby Taylor. Shout out to Bobby for being on the show twice. Bobby Taylor for being an honorable mention. But Lito.
Wait, I took that back. What are we doing?
Corner. So go ahead and finish up, BG.
I'm saying that, yeah. So Lito, Vincent, and Eric Allen. What is that? What is that? Eric Allen?
No, you use Troy Vincent.
Troy Vincent.
And,
Lito.
Asante.
Asante. Yeah, Asante. Yeah, Asante. Asante was a beast.
Yep. So your favorite top corners, Mitch.
Got it. Troy Vincent, Sheldon Brown, and Bobby Taylor.
Yep. Bobby Taylor, Shelton Brown, and Avant.
I just feel like Lito was with us so long; it's hard to keep on with.
Yep. Smitty.
I'm going Asante, Darius Slay, Eric Allen.
Yep. Moan.
I'm going Asante, Big Play Slay, and Jalen Mills.
Mills. Okay. I like that.
I like that.
Yep. And I think the last one.
Showed up. I forgot about Al Harris. Can I get? That's my alternate.
Al Harris. Dog, straight dog.
This is my alternate.
Yeah. We got any more BG safeties?
Safety.
It's
only 2 safeties, man. We ain't got to do this.
2 safeties, then.
No, you
But
know
2
BG gonna pull somebody off
If it ain't Malcolm
To me,
Jenkins,
2
we gonna have a
safeties is too
problem.
easy.
If it ain't
Everybody
Jenkins,
should have the same 2 safeties.
Jenkins
Everybody
and Dawkins. If it's
yeah, it gotta be Jenkins to be dog.
3 safeties to make you use your brain, because that's the easy answer. Dawkins
Wait,
and
Michael.
Malcolm Jenkins. But I want you to think about another safety that you like.
Then who's your third? Because who's your third?
My third safety, right, is a guy that none of y'all probably pick, and that is Michael Lewis. I loved Michael Lewis on our football team.
I did too. But I'm going with Quinn Michael.
Y'all ain't gonna pick mine.
Who's yours, Smith?
Andre Waters.
Ooh, I like water.
Andre Water for me too. I'm cool with that. Mom,
Andre was a dog.
Y'all know who I'm picking. My
No,
top, one of my top
outside
three.
of the two. Outside of the top two.
CJ.
Ooh.
Wow, man. I can't
No.
I
put
hate him
CJ in
now,
there.
but
Hold on.
I can't.
Nobody picked Super
He
Bowl
missed
guy?
like 5 games,
Who?
and we played great without him.
Chauncey.
No, Super Bowl guy. I said
you
Super Bowl guy.
are
Rodney
not
McLeod.
talking
Like, who?
Mr.
Rodney
Jordan
McLeod.
Davis.
Kyle McLeod.
About to be a bust. I like McLeod, but he left on a very bad taste.
He did.
So I couldn't put him in.
Yeah. We got any more BG?
BG,
Are
I
we doing-
know you're
are we
not
doing
trying my
kickers?
pick.
I know the Jordan Davis thing was a joke, guys.
When your
Yeah,
pick
that was
is
a joke.
borderline
That
about
was
to
a
be a
joke.
draft
That was a joke.
bust.
Let's go punter. If y'all really got your history, let's go punter and kicker. Who's your
Kicker
favorite?
Stephen Akers.
Well,
I mean,
kicker.
come
You
on.
gotta get, I feel like you gotta go 2 kickers because everybody's greatest kicker should be Akers off the jump. Like Akers was the best kicker we ever had.
My kicker is Jake.
Jake Elliott.
Gotta go Jake.
Akers and
Gotta go
Elliott?
Jake.
Gotta go
Jake,
Jake the Snake.
You too, Mitch.
Yep.
Jake
Did we
and
do
I got
quarterback?
Akers.
Huh?
And then we got. And then
Did
what
we
we
do
got left?
quarterback?
Oh, here we go. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and head coach.
We didn't even do punter.
Yeah. Oh, punter. Yeah. Punter. oh, I don't know, man.
I'm going with Rocca. ROCCA. He was our punter in 2010.
Now.
I'm gonna say Johnston.
I'll go Rocker. Mitch,
Rocca.
Moni.
Suppose.
Yeah.
Simpos. He was trash last year.
I'm just kidding.
She trolling. She gotta be trolling.
Just kidding.
You're trolling mug. Simpos garbage. I want Legatron to win over that job.
You said what?
So
I want Legatron to win that job because he's a backup kicker too. So if we get Legatron to beat out Simpos, then he would be our punter / if Elliott ever got hurt, our kicker because he's actually a kicker too. So I want Legatron to win that this year.
Oh,
You said we doing coaching staff next? BG?
yeah, we got. He said offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and the head coach.
Head coach is gonna be tough.
Head coach
Yeah, that's
is
a
tough.
favorite one right there.
But yeah, that's my.
So who we starting with? We'll start with head coach.
Start with head coach. Who's your favorite head coach? And I'm gonna have to go. I love Dougie P. I love me some Dougie P from winning that Super Bowl, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna put him over Andy Reid. I still love Big Red.
I'm going. I'm going. Reed.
Love Big Red.
I'm going with Dougie. Put a ring on it. P.
Same here. I'm going Dougie. I'm going Dougie.
With Andy Reid for my hardware. Dougie P got it done. Why is this even a debate? We got one
Went toe to toe with Matt Patricia and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. The Philly special. I'm sorry, it's gotta be Dougie P.
Y'all picking Andy Reid in some feel good moments.
It's gotta be Dougie P.
Dude, really? I guess. Whoa. I'm not gonna let you sit here and disrespect Big Red. Like Big Red was a long stint. Like you got a long. Big Red spent 10 years here. Dougie P spent like 3.
In 10 years where we
He only
wasn't winning
spent 3. And after he won that Super Bowl, he got put out of Philly because he sucked.
And then he gonna go on to another team and win.
Nah, he got put out of Philly for politics, bro.
Nah, because he wanted to pass the ball too much. He didn't know how to run the football.
They put him out because he wanted to in-house everything, and they didn't think that was gonna be a good idea because they had no faith in what was left on the roster as coaching staff. That's why Dougie P is not here.
And first of all, by Andy Reid,
Dougie P got a big hit after that Super Bowl, wrote a book, and thought he all of a sudden was some guru that was the best of everything because he wrote a damn book, and then he went and sucked it up for a year.
BG, do you realize with no Dougie P, there's no ring?
No ring.
Yeah, I get that.
So you had some good moments with Andy Reid.
But there's a lot of good moments, like a long
lot of good
time.
moments.
Like
That's
it was
it.
like
You
a
sound like the
10-year
little boys.
span of like
You
I
sounding
know my
like the
team's
little
legit
boys
because we got
right
a legit.
now.
And even now, who's the better coach right now? Dougie P or Andy Reid? Andy Reid got 2 rings.
Oh, yeah, now he got 2 rings. Now he left Philly. Now he know how to win and close that G out. Now, when it's time to play us, now he knows what to do.
Trust me, I hate him for the simple point that we haven't beat him. That part I do hate about it. I pray to the heavens that this year is the year we finally beat Big Red. But at the end of the day, like he's the best coach in football.
By Big Red. This is the best Eagles coach. Only one coach got us our 1 Super Bowl. And it won't Big Red.
How much do you want to bet Coles is going to be in here and to show 1 Super Bowl to how much do you want to bet Coles is going to do that right now?
It'll be 10 seconds. So
Who
who's
you guys
the
got? All y'all got Dougie P? Is that what I heard?
I got
No,
Dougie.
me and Smitty had Doug.
Oh man.
Mitch
I
got
don't know who they
the.
had.
I got Dougie.
sorry?
2
It's
years,
sorry.
bro, Eagles football.
Dougie P. I got a
2
Super
years
Bowl
compared to
T-shirt,
15
a
years.
Super Bowl hat, a Super Bowl hoodie, a Super Bowl
And
DVD.
Dougie P birthed. We got Jalen freaking Hurts
Hey,
and Dougie
Thank
P.
you, Moni. Thank
Hey,
you.
hold on.
You wouldn't get Jalen freaking Hurts if it wasn't for Dougie P. Thank
Yeah,
you, Dougie.
we had
Hey.
Howie Roseman, baby.
Hey, you
Howie
see
got
it
But
right here.
who told Howie
Howie
Roseman to
got-
get Jalen freaking Hurts?
Howie
Hey,
did
cool
it because
cat,
it
you
was a
see it right
business
here.
decision. Like
Okay, but at
everybody
the end of the
keep
day, that was
forgetting that.
Doug era.
We needed a backup quarterback. That's why we got Jalen Hurts. We needed a backup quarterback. We weren't paying $15 million.
Damn right, Smitty.
Yeah, Chase Daniels, with Nick Foles, and all these other backup quarterbacks that were paying $10,
Per
$15
game,
million
there's none of
for.
this.
And Howie's like, I just gave Carson
Well,
the
he ain't
bag.
no backup no more.
I just gave Carson the bag, so I got to go draft the quarterback. He drafted the best one in the draft, Jalen Hurts. So it's Howie move, not Dougie P's move.
Anyway, offensive coordinator.
We can have
Best
Big Red.
offensive coordinator.
We going with Frank?
Frank.
I'm going with Frank.
I'm gonna say Shane
Steichen? Okay.
from last year. That was the best offense I've ever seen as an Eagle fan.
Of course.
Yeah, because we had all them fucking pieces.
He made it look good.
And finally, the defensive coordinator.
Buddy.
Wait,
Whoa,
Go ahead, Mon. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis.
BG, weren't you just saying Shane didn't utilize Miles?
No,
correctly?
Shane utilized Miles the second year. Last year, he used Miles had almost 1,300 yard double
So
digit
you
touchdown.
picking Shane Steichen over Frank?
Yeah.
All right, move on to the next topic.
But listen, how many yards did LeGarrette Blunt or Jai had that year?
Hold on.
He had
Hold on. I'm
1,300
gonna tell you guys
yards.
something.
Because it was
we go.
full-blown committee.
But I'm
That's
saying,
my
like,
boy.
how many yards did even?
I love
even
OBS. I fucking love OBS.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Look at Mitch.
And all right, and finally, the defense coordinator.
Somebody said Buddy Ryan.
I'm going Buddy Ryan.
Yeah. I'm
Buddy.
going with
Buddy. Yep.
I'm
Wait,
going.
defensive coordinator? I'm going
Yeah.
Yeah, defense coordinator.
not even Jim Johnson?
I'm going Buddy,
Johnson.
man. I'm going Buddy.
I'm going Jim Johnson too.
I like Jim. I love Jim. I love Jim.
Jim was the best defensive coordinator ever.
If there was no Buddy, there would have been no Jim.
But Bud was before my time.
Yeah, Bud was before me.
My first year as an Eagle fan was the last year Buddy Ryan was here.
Yeah.
Wow.
I only seen 1 year, but he stuck with me. I like Jim though. Jim would definitely be my assistant right next to Buddy Ryan.
Not your assistant. I'm dead.
Wow, that's assistant him.
Yeah. So that's everybody.
To be honest, though,
You gotta be assistant D
Gannon
coordinator.
has the most sacks ever by any defensive coordinator for me. Like, let's talk about that for a second.
Ooh,
Are
yes, he bloated when it was
you
time
guys
to
100%
clutch it.
confident?
He bloated.
Are you guys right now 100% confident the side's going to be better than Gannon with the roster that he has?
Can't do no worse than Gannon.
Can't be any
Yes.
worse. Can't be any worse than having your
BG,
defense not get past
I'll
my
give you
Think
home.
about this though. If Gannon was still on the team,
I'll give you
he
my
would be
analysis
better.
of why.
Gannon got better from year 1 to year 2 on our team. He did. He got better.
I'll
from
give
year
you my
1 to year
analysis
2.
why.
Imagine
BG.
year 2
Gannon
to
get
year
better or
3
did the
Gannon
pieces get better?
versus a first year Desai.
Did Gannon
BG.
get better or did our pieces get better?
Pieces got better, Simone.
Pieces.
Our pieces got better to help
Be-
Gannon get better.
listen,
After the first
listen,
year,
y'all wanna
we're
know
like,
why
if you want
Desai
to
gonna
run
be
that
better?
defense, you need the players, right? And we went out and got the players to run it, and that's why it looks so good. Like he's
BG,
Until he
historical.
Desai gonna be
actually had
He
better.
had a
thinking
historical
and
defense
scheming and
for
got
us.
embarrassed.
BG, he gonna be better slightly because he actually was there with the guy that created the defense. He was with Vic Fangio. He wasn't like Gannon, who looked at some paperwork and some books and said, "Oh, I like this defense." Desai was right there constructing and going through the trenches with him as he built this defense. I think he gonna be better just off that alone. He's been under Pete Carroll. Like, we got Jonathan Gannon raw. We really got him raw. He'd never been a D coordinator before. What, he was a defensive
And that's
back
what
coach
I'm saying, though. The raw defense is Jonathan Gannon, right? The first year we hated the hell out of him.
He said
right?
he needed pieces.
Last year, I mean, we said we needed pieces. Last year, got the pieces, and we still kind of hate him, but he was historical. That was like the best Eagles defense we've ever had. Ever. Like, ever. You talking about the Jim Brown, the Jerome Brown, Reggie White days, you talking about the Trotter days, you talking about whatever you want to talk about. That was the best Eagles defense ever put on the football field.
Mm-hmm.
And we
In
still hate on
totality,
Gannon.
yeah.
We still hate on Gannon. Jim Johnson, the best defensive coordinator. Butter Ryan, the best defensive coordinator. They did not have defenses like we had last year. And we still hate on Gannon. To be honest, you got to honestly say that Gannon might have been the best defensive coordinator we ever had.
No.
No. Why is it so
We're not
easy,
doing
though?
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is it so easy to say no? You say the
Because
players?
he didn't adjust. I can't take a
We
guy that
adjusted
he
last
played.
year in a bunch of
No,
games. I remember
no,
a bunch of games at the
no.
end of the game. We made plays at the end. Our
He didn't
defense
adjust. Players
adjusted
adjusted.
those games.
Players made him adjust. Did you hear him after a lot of those? Yeah, such and such came up to me and told me, and helped me out. I took some pointers from the players. They were telling this man how to use them as a defensive coordinator because he didn't understand.
He took the players. Dang, most big time defensive coordinators ain't gonna do that. He did something that defensive coordinators normally don't do. He's like,
Because
okay,
he
well,
didn't understand.
y'all
They was
know
telling
what
you
I want to
basically
do.
you've been
Then
using
I'll
me
call it
wrong.
for you. So
They
that's
basically
part of
told him
him.
using me wrong.
That's part of him being a good coach.
I'm pretty
Good
sure
coaches
Sean
listen
Reddick
to your
said, "Stop
players.
dropping me in coverage and let me go get the quarterback."
Good coaches listen to their players, right?
That it takes to be a follower to be a leader. Yeah, you're right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, the grass ain't that much greener. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on the side, to be honest.
I think Desai gonna be better just because he had one-on-one with the actual defense. He's not using a prototype defense that he built. You know what I'm saying? Gannon pretty much authentically built his defense in the way of Vic Fangio, but Sean Desai was right there next to Vic Fangio.
Hindsight of that, right? Gannon wasn't nobody's really protege.
No, so he didn't have the bad habits.
We wanted Dick Fangio, and if it wasn't for Gannon, we would have had Dick Fangio as our defense coordinator, right? And we couldn't get him, so we went, okay, well, who's next in this tree line? And it went down to Desai.
I don't even think
that's like you won the spot because there's no other options.
Hot take, BG. I don't even think we really wanted Desai. I think we wanted the defensive coordinator out of Georgia. We wanted a defensive coordinator from Georgia.
That was a big question for me, like this offseason, like, because I feel like if you're better, right? If Desai is really that much better, we should break the sack record and be totally dominating this whole year. Because talent alone, the talent on our roster alone will get you at least 12 wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's that coaching that's gonna get you those extra wins. And I think Gannon did do enough of that coaching throughout the season to get you those wins. Obviously, there were close games, but at the end of the day, when we needed a turnover, our players made it. They're in the right position to make it. Now, I think people really underestimate that in terms of you think about the legendary defensive coordinators we have. Even if you think of what was bull name that we had right before Gannon.
Not Schwartz.
Schwartz had some pretty good defenses too.
He took too many chances for me sometimes.
He took chances, but he had some good defense. We've had a lot of good defense coordinators, but no one did it like Gannon at the end of the day.
Statistically, no one did it like Gannon. You're right.
Yeah. So we're all hey, we're on the Desai train. The scheme is better. As you see Joseph saying, is it? We don't know what the fuck it is.
But I like the reason I like Jim Johnson and Buddy Ryan that I didn't like about Jonathan Gannon. They didn't give up all those points, bro. They wasn't giving up all those points. We got nicked to death in a lot of games last year.
Honestly, if you think about last year, all those points came in garbage time. We were already up by like 2-3 touchdowns before those points started really accumulating on us. And at the end, when they started letting too many points, that's when we were on. Like, you gotta realize, 14 out of 17 games last year, you know, at halftime it was over. It was over. We were the number one second quarter team ever. Like, it was over. And both the offense and defense went into, this little soft, whatever they were playing. I don't want to show you no more shit mode. So if that being an account, he wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's how I see it.
So is that all the list, BG?
That's all the teams, maybe. Yeah. Unless you guys want to go special teamers, but I don't even know no special team right now. So.
Deshaun Jackson.
D-Jack. I was going D-Jack too.
D-Jack. If I had to give a special teamer, it would be Darren Sproles.
D-Jack and Darren. I was just going to say that. D-Jack and
Darren Sproles, he was kick in punt return. He balled out. If you want to go old school, you go Brian Mitchell.
Yep. Mo?
Remember Brian Mitchell? He was one of my favorites.
Mo, are you there?
I'm here. Oh.
No, we know you here, Mitch. I'm talking about Moni.
Moni done took a bathroom break. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to know one more thing too before we get out of here, man.
Yeah. And salute to everybody that's watching. We'll be back on our regularly scheduled program Monday to preview training camp. And trust me, if we can get some special guests, we will have them on. We'll let you know. So go ahead, BG. Our final topic is, what is it?
Final topic is going to be, who do you guys think will take the biggest leap in 2003? And I really want you guys to think about this in terms of, like, don't just say Jalen Hurts or one of these superstars. I want an underrated player that you think will take the biggest leap this year.
Yep. Go ahead, Smitty.
You say underrated?
Yeah.
I'm going Jordan Davis.
Yes.
I've been going Jordan Davis the whole time, man. I think the problem is, BG, people expect him to be something that he's not supposed to be.
I think he's just going to be a hole filler.
They're looking for Aaron Donald, and he's not Aaron Donald. He's not the sack guy. He can get sacks, but he's going to be that guy. When you look at the stats, when he on the field, they're going to keep people under double-digit rushing yards attempts. You know what I'm saying? You're going to keep people, 3-4 yards per carry type deal. He's gonna be that guy, man. I think this year he really gonna step it up. I think it's for sure Jordan Davis.
And I think it's Jordan Davis too, but I think it's for another reason. I think that reason that you just said is what they all expect for him to be that guy that's gonna keep our run defensive.
No, I think he can.
I think he's gonna get I think he's gonna get double-digit sacks.
Ooh, I ain't see that much. I got him at 6.25.
I see double-digit sacks. I'm seeing the most terrifying defensive tackle in the football league ever. He's going to recreate the position. Like, that's why we drafted him last year. And, like, the fact that when he was a rookie, those first couple of games, we were top 5 and run stop, and he did his job there. He got hurt. It took 2 games, like I said, to 2 games before Howie went and got Sue and Limbaugh because, like, they expected the team with, Hargraves and Milton Williams and I think Tulopu got hurt too. But he thought these guys were going to be able to hold the fort down until Jordan Davis got back. They couldn't hold the fort down. We went out and got Limbaugh Joseph and Dominican Sue. And then at that point, it became a redshirt year for Jordan Davis. And then you look who he's got to learn from: Sue, Joseph, Hargrave, Fletcher Cox, some of the best DTs to ever play the position. Like, and when I seen that quote where he says, "I understand my expectations, I'm ready to meet them," I'm telling you, what did we freak out about last year in the draft? How the hell someone that big move that fast? How the hell someone that big have that much athleticism? He didn't get to show it last year. He was a rookie. But I'm telling you, this year, Jordan Davis is about to change the DT position as a whole. Like, what you think is great. Because Aaron Donald was a beast with freakish athleticism. And I think Jordan Davis had that same, but he's also like 6'8", 340 pounds. You know, where you gotta, no matter what, like for me, his floor is sucking up double teams and triple teams. That's a floor. His ceiling is double digit sacks because I think that is what's really gonna be. You gotta think another thing
So you
too. I
think he'll be?
want
So
people
you
to
got
really
him.
realize.
So you got him like Sap.
Yeah, another thing you got to realize too about him is after the season we had last year, what is every team spending their time on this offseason?
Defensive
How the
line.
hell are we gonna stop the edge rush from the Philadelphia Eagles with Hargrave, Nolan Smith, BG, Sweat? These guys made they almost broke the sack record. So how are we gonna stop that? That's what teams are really focusing on this offseason. And I think with Jordan Davis' athleticism, while they're focusing on the outside, he's gonna come in that middle. He's gonna get those sacks.
He better.
Yep. So go ahead, ask everybody the question again, BG.
So who's your underrated player? That will make the biggest impact this year, basically.
Yep.
I think I like Jordan Davis because I like Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean. One,
I was
because
thinking Kobe Dean, yeah.
we don't know what we gonna get out of Kobe Dean. He barely got any defensive snaps last season, and he's supposed to be coming in and expect to be a starter, middle linebacker, wear the green dot, all that. Like that's a huge step. So we need him to take a huge leap. He didn't get that much time last season. He didn't get that many reps last season. He was going into the draft as one of the top players in the draft. It was him and Devin Lloyd, boom, boom. And then he ends up falling so far down and then not being able to see the field. So I feel like all that has gotten to him and it should be giving him some motivation, just like Jordan Davis. Especially with the new Bulldogs coming in and it's all Nolan and Jalen, Nolan and Jalen, Nolan and Jalen. And last year we got two big stars from Georgia off the defense that we were super stoked and excited about. And we were saying the same G last year. We got Jordan Davis and Kobe Dean. Oh my gosh, they know each other so well. Nobody's going to know what to do with them. They got all this chemistry, blah, 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 blah. And it turned into nothing for us.
It's
At
in
least
the top 5 rush defense for a rookie. Like you impacted our defense that much, we were top 5 in rushing because no one can run on us because he was there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, like I said, we thought they was gonna be a game changing duo, and then we got another duo this draft, and now all eyes is on them. So I feel like that's really gonna put the pressure on them in the best way to be like, hold up, don't forget about that 2022 draft class, don't forget about them 2022 Bulldogs because those two are what we're hoping to get out of Dean and Jordan Davis their rookie year. But Jordan Davis said it in his press conference. He was like, he didn't have the impact he wanted to have last season. He's got to get his conditioning together. He feel like he's still a rookie himself. And he doesn't feel like he's above, like he doesn't feel like the old head to Jalen Carter and Nolan coming in as rookies because he feels like he still is a rookie himself and he still has a lot to learn, a lot to prove. He's still getting his feet wet. So at least he got his mindset in the right place. But we're going to need something from all them Bulldogs. We done hyped this year up so much. This got to pan out because some little boys was making some little good points after the draft. We was like, oh my goodness, we got Jalen, Nakobe, Jordan, and Nolan. And they was saying, what did Jordan and Nakobe do for y'all last season? And
we didn't need them. They just saying that because they want to say something. They already know their stars ahead of them.
A broke clock is right twice a day, BG. A broke clock is right twice
a
day.
So tell me, Simone, which class will have the biggest impact? The 2023 Bulldogs or the 2000?
Well, we're going to need the 2022 Bulldogs to have the biggest impact. One of those Bulldogs is coming in and starting middle linebacker. Starting. Nakobe Dean going to have a huge impact just off rip. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, and they going to be at camp, I guess, trying to figure out who's going to be the starting tackle. We know it's going to be a rotation, but Nakobe Dean got the most pressure on him. Nolan Smith got time. Hassan and Sweat, and they gonna be starting off the edge, and Nolan's gonna be coming in as a rotational piece. Nakobe Dean is getting thrown into that fire. So he got to be ready. So the 2022 class.
Ooh, I like
And we
it.
spent a top pick on Jordan Davis. You going into your second year, he got to come in and be a big dog, and not just big, but a dog. We know you big, but we need a big dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on.
I
So
like
the question, hold on. He changed the question. So it's 22 or 23.
He was
Yeah,
saying
who's got
which
the
bulldog
biggest
class
impact?
we need to have the biggest impact.
Yeah.
I think it has. I think I agree with Simone. It has to be 22 because Carter don't have pressure to start. Nolan Smith don't have pressure to start. Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean are in the tops of the rotation slot. I need them to have breakout seasons. I need them to be able to generate what we lost. Because if not, we in trouble.
Yeah, I agree with everybody too. Cause it's got to be Jordan Davis and the Kobe Dean because we saw Jordan Davis on the field a couple of times, but then he got hurt. We barely saw Nakobe Dean on the field outside of when we pulled our starters. So it got to be Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. So go ahead, Mitch.
I said Nakobe Dean from the beginning because he's just putting in the starting position. He didn't get any snaps. For that being said, I'm going to Nakobe Dean.
Yep. All right. And with that, our
Yeah,
final.
Oh,
Go ahead,
Debo,
BG.
Let me
I
answer
can answer that.
Debo.
I could answer
15
that for
and 2 is
you.
our record this year. Everybody way too early record predictions. Mine is 15 and 2. I say we won
14
one more
and 3.
game than we did last
Who do you
year.
have us losing to then?
I have us losing to one division rival just because, like, if you notice, every single year there's a dominant team in the NFC East.
Yeah.
The two shitty teams, they always seem to squeak out a win. Just like last year, Washington. So I think one of the teams in the division gonna get us on some BS, and then the other ones it's up in the air. I don't really have us losing nobody, but I'm pretty sure somebody's probably gonna beat us. So
It's
15 and 2,
yeah.
one more game than last year. We're going into the playoffs, number 1 seed.
What you got, Mitch?
I got like 13 and 4 and 12 and 5 around there.
Everybody keeps saying we're gonna lose.
Hold on, BG. Hold on. I'm with Mitch. 13 and 4 for me.
I got 14 and 3.
Yep. Mo? Go ahead, BG.
Mom?
I'm gonna say 14 and how many games is it? 17?
14 and 3 now.
14 and 3.
Yep.
I respect that. Like to go even what we did last year, that's what's up. But I don't know how people keep saying we're gonna lose more games. I don't care about the schedule. Like those teams weren't as good as we were last year, even last year. So why do you think those teams we got better? They're gonna be like that big of a threat. We're gonna lose the extra.
Yeah,
game.
we did get better.
Well, BG. My argument is if Jalen Hurts didn't miss those 2 games, we were 15 and 2 last year. So I'm taking that we lost the extra game because Jalen Hurts is gonna play 17, but he gonna miss week 18 sitting on the bench while the Giants get their free win.
I like Joseph, 16 and 1. Yeah, to be honest, like if you really think about it, we could have been 17 and 0 last year.
Could have been.
Like
Quez Watkins. If we ain't have Quez Watkins,
what game did we lose last year where you thought we weren't gonna win that game?
Game we lost that I didn't think we were gonna win? None.
Exactly.
No.
And we got better, so I really feel like
I think Washington just had our
15 and 2 respecting the NFL, but it's always 17 and 0 to prove otherwise. So
yep,
it is what it is.
Yep. So with that, guys, we will be back to our regularly scheduled program on Monday to preview camp. Salute to Mitch for joining us. Listen, guys, Monday we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program, Talk Camp. And also, one more time for all the haters, doubters, and critics in the back, put some respect on my sister's name. Put some respect on my sister's name. I said it. I know she's busy. Put some respect on my sister's name. So for Moan, for Smitty, for Notion, Trey, BG, King DV, and Mitch, MK headlines on Tuesday, Cool Cat Mitch on Monday, right before Birds of Broad Street. I'm your boy, Mizzy Miss, Cool Cat Con YouTube representing the Birds training camp on Monday. Let's get it. Fly, Eagles, fly.
there we go.